Hello everyone and welcome to another Throwback Thursday. Today we are playing a game that I did not know was this well loved. The comments we've been getting since I posted this earlier today, incredible. This is the World of Warcraft trading card game, also known as the WOW TCG, published by Upper Deck in, hold on.
Those were 2006, 2007.
Yeah, it was around that time. So Covenant started in 2007, for context. This was actually a game we briefly sold, believe it or not.
We definitely had it on the website.
That's true.
Sold is a different question.
We sold things. So back then we basically exclusively sold singles. And it was kind of an interesting time because Steve and I are both going to separate colleges. So what would happen is we would go our separate ways. Mm-hmm. We would play games and talk over the internet some. We wouldn't play over the internet. We would talk over the internet and, run the business, as it were. But then in the summers, we would get together in our hometown and work all summer and stuff. So this is a game that came out around the same time we started, but we were really focused on the spoils. And at some point, we were like, hey, we need to have more than just one game.
Right.
Probably
by the time spoils was dying.
It was a little before that, actually. It's when we started looking. But basically, we added it in the middle of the school year. And so playing a lot of spoils, traveling to play spoils, we added this to the website. But literally, I don't remember exactly what happened.
I had WoW Minis too, didn't we?
Yep. But I think it was whatever year you went to Europe as well.
2009.
So I don't know what the timeline of this was, but I remember you were a huge fan of World of Warcraft in general. Have a lot of good experiences about that, which I assume will come up today.
Had a great time with that game.
But also, there was a WoW card game and miniatures game. And you loved WoW, so it was like, this seems like a natural fit. People talk positively about both those games. But then, by the time we actually got to the summer where we were together, I want to say both games were like saying, hey, we're going to be done.
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't know.
I don't remember if we just like stopped because they weren't, we just didn't, it was just a weird time. We just weren't selling it. I mean, we're making no money. So it was
that
weird
also might be another reason to stop.
It's like we need to do something different.
Yeah, so it's a game that we were so close to being really into, but I never even actually played.
Yeah, me neither.
But this starter that Steven has, he randomly gave me in a box a couple months ago of like old stuff I had, and it was still sealed.
Yeah, I had it in my house.
Just never got around to it.
They may have done this like a promotional thing. I don't know, but I was a huge WoW player on the computers for like a good couple years. And then I
kind of disappeared.
And then
you had your dwarf with the mount that was special.
Gnome, thank you.
There it is.
Gnome with a dwarf mount. I had to
there
give
it is.
so
I knew
much
dwarf
cloth
was in there
to
somewhere.
Iron Forge or whatever that place was.
For no good reason. Check this out.
It's a good reason. It was a RAM.
I didn't know they were making Steve Horvath edition cards this early.
Yeah, they were. He's a fit.
Oh, check this out. Give me the top down. Look
fit
at this,
in no deck box. Let's check this out.
Not only is this a giant card, but look at that gold.
Look at that. That's real gold. Is that worth something?
I don't know.
Could you sell that for something?
Ooh, look at that tiger. I like Elendril.
Yeah, you're a Lions guy.
Elf tiger?
Oh, see, yeah, I've got that too. Naressa and Morganis.
And we got old Boris Brightbeard with the gold. But these giant character cards, don't know why.
Yeah, Steve Horvath. It's just to have presence on the table. I think I saw on the back it said 33 3 oversized hero cards to personify your leading character. So they just, they represent you.
There they are. What up, Galactus? It's on the computer now. So we have these two decks. Who's the main character in your deck?
Well, here's what happens, man. It's the random characters. So each deck contains 33 cards built for one of the 9 character classes. So we each get a random class that we're playing. This looks like some Horde Druid type.
What was that other stack of cards? Is that the booster packs?
Morova of the Sands. And then we have 2 random booster packs without booster packaging.
I have the real deal over here. Look at that.
Oh, look at you. Maybe I already opened these.
2 sealed booster packs.
Yeah, I probably opened, sorry, that was loud. I probably opened these, and we probably took like any singles of value out of them already.
Maybe. Or maybe you bought it to so we could try it. Yeah, and then we just never did.
Yeah, we'll see.
But I watched the video last night so that I could attempt to learn how to play.
That's always exciting.
But you know what? It was less insane than you would think.
Well, so this is one of the reasons we wanted to put it on the stream is we've been really into Flesh and Blood, obviously, and this is a dueling game, and so there's like kind of a family and a line of dueling games. You have to check out all the Dragon Balls and whatnot, the World of Warcraft TCG, Versus, etc. So, when you're looking at Flesh and Blood as a continuance of how is a dueling game being designed and built, World of Warcraft TCG has to be in the conversation of learning, If Hectatome was, whatever that one was,
Hecatome
then certainly World of Warcraft. Not that
Hecatome
it's a dueling game.
was
but
worth seeing just because of its insanity.
It is insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always has
but
been.
this game, surprisingly simple,
Not surprising, man, if you know Blizzard.
but somehow
Old Blizzard.
has a 40-page rulebook. And I do believe, this is the precursor to, I'm going to get this wrong, Hearthstone?
It's not like Earth.
Hearthstone.
Yeah.
We don't say Arth.
No,
Welcome
we
to
don't say
Earth.
Earth. That's why I always get confused, because it's EARTH, and I'm like, well, that says Earth. I just put a H on the front of it, Hearth, and it's wrong.
That checks out to me.
People laugh at me.
Who would possibly do that?
Everybody, Zach.
I still don't know left from right when it comes to those things.
This is definitely a druid, which I know just from playing World of Warcraft. You can turn into a little cat here. Okay, let's run me down, man.
Here it is. All right,
What's
so you
going
could
on?
have a card that doesn't have the WOW TCG back on it.
I have a card without this one.
That's
the
your hero.
Yeah, that's the
right?
hero.
So you start in the version of your hero that has the text on it.
There's text, and then we flipped as a big
Yeah.
mode.
Bottom right, you have a blood drop looking thing.
Why do I have these cards that don't correspond to my hero?
I got 3 of them too, and
Just random.
Who knows, man?
Okay.
Collect them all. Bottom right. So my hero is Amadeus the Punisher. Is it Amadeus?
I like to call it Amadeus because that's Mozart,
Omedes?
but Omedes is fine.
Yeah.
Call it Amadeus.
I had a lot of letters.
Call it Amadeus.
It's Omdus, the Punisher. Anyways, bottom right is 26, and that's the health. If I take 26 damage, I lose the game.
Right on. That's what I would intuit.
Yeah. A couple of different kinds of cards worth knowing. Let me find.
Oh man, I've got traits and everything. I got skinning and leatherworking as my professions.
Yep.
And I'm a balanced druid? Man, yeah, they went right into the pocket, didn't they? Are you a shadow priest? Oh my gosh, you're going to love that. It's all about burn and damage over time.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing different card types. So I can
And
show
doing
you
that
these.
spell that puts the little scared face above my head, and I go, and I'm a rogue, and I'm like, vanish, vanish.
First, let's look at an ally. This is Ka Tali Stone Tusk.
Okay,
right.
let me grab an ally too. I'll just follow along with you.
So a few things are similar. On the bottom right, you have a health stat. If they take that much damage, they go away, of course.
Mm-hmm.
No surprise there.
Psychic Scream, that was the thing. Oh man, that thing was so good. Okay.
In standard WoW.
Yeah.
Bottom left, attack value.
Okay.
Right? How much damage?
You attack with leaves?
I guess so.
It's weak. I attack with swords over here.
Mine's magical. I don't know. Top left is cost.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Following the
So you
pattern
have to
so
pay
far.
those resources. You got the subtypes in the middle. It says ally, troll, shaman. Got it. Protector means you can block for people. Which we'll come back
Yeah,
to
I
in a
presume
second.
that.
So all that's standard. Now another kind of card we're going to have here is a weapon. So I have the Hammer of Grace.
Okay, I imagine I have one in here. Let me look at one. Ooh, we've got quests in here. Are you
Yes,
kidding?
we'll get to those.
Well,
in a second.
hello.
The Hammer of Grace.
I don't have a weapon. Druid doesn't need a weapon.
That's a
Maybe I
bummer.
do, actually.
A few things. Maybe you don't.
Yeah, I think I'd probably use my cat claws.
All right. So here's the thing. If you noticed on your hero, they don't have an attack stat.
Yes, I do
So your
notice
hero
that.
attacks with weapons.
Yeah. Okay.
You play a weapon. Weapons can be used, each time. It's kind of cool. This Hammer of Grace. You see these icons over on the side? They're highlighted.
Yeah.
It matches the icon of me. So those are the kind of
Oh.
weapons that character.
Well, everything
can use.
fits, man. I'm going to be able to intuit my way right through this thing.
It all comes back around. So here's the basic flow of the turn. Well, let me actually finish with the card type. So weapons, actually, the way the board's going to be laid out, I have my deck here, right? And then normally, I don't have a lot of space, so I'm going to hide my deck back here a little bit. You put your hero here, right? Your weapons go to the left of the hero, and they're always attached to your hero.
Okay.
Your allies go here,
Okay.
over to the side. And then any card, literally any card, can go face down as a resource in your resource row.
Okay.
So it reminds me of what was that? Overpower? No, not Overpower.
Not spoils. You just face
What's
down
the
resources.
Mortal Kombat game we played? The fighting game. We had all these cards down here that were resources.
Oh, that was weird. I have no idea.
Whatever that game is.
It's lost.
Yeah. So they go down here, and you exhaust them to spend them as a resource, right? So if you wanted to play the Katali Stone Tusk, you would play it, and then I'd have to exhaust a resource.
Hold on. Excite? Exceed? Fighting system?
Getting closer.
It was the level 99 one? It wasn't
UFS,
Exceed?
Universal Fighting
UFS,
System.
yeah, UFS, yeah. Got it.
Okay. So, but there are certain cards that actually go face up as a resource. One is a quest.
Right on.
The other are locations.
Okay.
Right? And the quest will tell you what you need to do to complete that quest. So as an example, this In Dreams quest that I have, pay 8 resources to complete this quest.
That's easy.
Reward, draw 3 cards.
Okay.
So if I exhaust 8 resources,
Now, is that a resource? Can
it
you
is a
exhaust
resource.
it?
You can use it.
No way.
But once you get the reward, it flips over.
Okay.
So you complete the quest once, and then it flips over as a standard resource.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, I'm
So
fine.
quests go
Yep,
down,
good
and you
with
can
that.
eventually do your thing. Now, last kind of card is an ability. It works like an event. It's an instant, right? So I have mind control here.
I have ones that are actually instants, though, so be careful. This is instant ability.
Yeah, so like this one says attach to target ally with cost X. You have to pay X. Ongoing, so that means it keeps something's gonna
Goes
keep
on.
happening, yeah. You control attached ally. When you play a card, destroy mind control.
Okay, so you can control one of my allies, and then
Until
you
I
can play
play
someone
her,
else.
yeah,
And then,
yeah,
yeah, that's very good.
Okay,
Yeah, because you
so-
gotta have the casty.
Here's things to know.
Can't break it.
When you got a hero. Here's your hero. You got a character,
Character.
an ally of some
I
kind.
don't know.
sorry.
How about our
So
Raylan?
I'm gonna walk you through a turn. So we're each gonna draw 7. Then it has the worst mulligan in all of baseball, which
Okay.
is you're gonna toss all 7, shuffle them back into your deck,
and then
and draw
punch
7
yourself
again.
in
You get one of those.
the- Okay,
That's
all
the
right, you
mulligan.
get a shot at it.
Each turn we'll go back and forth taking turns. You have the start phase. You ready all your cards, and you draw a card.
Okay,
On the first player's first turn, you don't draw a card.
of course.
Standard.
You know.
Phase 2 of a turn is the action phase. During the action phase, you can perform the following in any order.
Okay, good.
You can play a card.
Easy.
Cost is on the top left. You got it. There's 3 kinds of cards that you can play at this action. Allies, which we covered. Equipment, which we covered. Abilities, which we covered.
Absolutely.
You're with it. The second thing you can do, and you can do this once per turn, is play a resource. Shocking.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
The third thing you can do, and this is very polite, you can propose combat.
Okay.
Okay? So here's how combat works. This is what I wanted to get to. And you can do this as many times as you can do it on a turn, right?
Okay, yeah.
And allies do have what is commonly referred to as summoning sickness. So the first turn that you play an ally,
Do they come in exhausted,
don't come
or
in
do
exhausted.
they're just like, ooh,
as far as I know, they're not exhausted. They can't attack.
they're just sick.
Yeah, you just have to remember that you can't attack with them. There's not that much to remember in this game, so it's fine. When you propose combat as the attacker, you choose the attacker and the defender. So as an example, I might say, Amadeus, I'm going to call him from now on Bryce. I'm sorry, you're popping the cards. It's Omedus.
O-M-E-D-U-S, yeah. Yeah, your
Amadeus.
favorite.
Is going to attack this ally of yours, right?
Mhm.
So it's like, boom, this is the fight that is happening. This is
Now
what
you're
I'm saying.
proposing it. Can
I'm
I decline the
proposing it.
proposal?
Well, you can intercept the proposal. So
How dare you, sir?
I choose the attacker and the defender. Then the attacker exhausts, right? Then the proposed defender starts defending. This is where the protector
starts, is a
keyword.
dangerous word.
The protector keyword matters now.
Okay.
So if you had a protector, you could say, no, like my character here, could step in the way and say, I'm actually the one that's defending this time.
Okay.
Okay. Then damage is calculated, and then conclude the combat step.
Okay.
Right? Now, when you are exhausting and calculating damage, and I need to look at this, the weapon specifically, when you're attacking with a hero, the strike cost is on the bottom right. So it costs that many resources to swing with this
To
weapon.
do one,
But it's a constant. I have a one damage attack happening.
and you can exhaust your hero to heal too.
That's really what this is.
That's what it's about, isn't it? Hammer of Grace. Hardly a Shadow Priest weapon, if you ask me.
The bottom right, the strikes must happen before damage is dealt. You add attack value to your hero's attack value. Each weapon is once per combat per turn.
Okay.
Defending with armor doesn't cost anything. So if you had an upgrade,
I got some armor.
shield or
Let's look at it.
something.
How about Pads of the Dread Wolf?
so it doesn't cost you anything to block with 1 every turn with that.
And it doesn't go away or die or
exhausts.
anything.
Yeah.
So block 1. Okay. Yeah, armor. Works like armor. Good, good
Let's see.
art,
Protector
too. That's
keyword allows you to
awesome
block
art.
with a ready protector. You can propose as many combats as you like. If you go to the draw step, of the start of phase turn, and you cannot draw, you lose.
Okay.
That's really about
So
it.
if you deck yourself, you're decked.
Yeah. So you start with your hero out, of course. Everything else gets shuffled up. And then we're each going to draw 7, and we're going to dive into this thing and see if we can figure it out.
See Marty from Rolling Dice and Taking Names. What's up?
What up,
Good
Marty?
to see you guys in the chat there. Probably never heard of World of Warcraft TCG. They just want to come find out what it's about.
Marty, tell me this. Did we sit next to each other at like a Gen Con in-flight report or something at some point?
Also, don't forget damage is permanent on allies.
Yeah, it doesn't go away.
That is what that means, but does it go away in the heroes? You said that?
The hero, no, because you get to 26 damage and you're out of game.
Okay.
I doubt you're going to.
So it's not a got to swing and kill it this turn or it heals up. Okay, good. So you can get. Yeah, you did apparently.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was felt like that was right, but I also didn't want to get that wrong. Hope you're doing well, man.
Zach talks about how bad that experience was all the time. As an example, it's like, well, the one time at Gen Con, I sat next to this guy.
Some rolling dice show.
It was miserable, he says. Every time, every day.
You can't believe anything
Comes in
Steven
and
says
says
on the
that.
stream.
Every day it comes in. It was. Did I tell you about that? I was like, yes, Zach. Yesterday you told me about sitting next to Marty at Gen Con.
Here's a hypothetical for you. If I played WoW TCG, or not WoW, if I played the WoW MMO, what kind of character do you think I would construct? I know nothing.
Well, there's like a Death Knight, which is obviously there, but that came out after I had left because I ate all vanilla ice cream basically. The first expansion I was gone.
You were like in the Welcome to Wraith zone, not the
play that like before everything got bad.
Before you could just start at a level 100.
It's
whatever it is.
Yeah, it's similar to Star Wars in that like it just got bad, and you could argue about whether it did or not, but you know it did. You know it did. It's like it used to be. Here, let me tell you a story. It used to be in my day. Here's how it works, Zach. Blizzard built a beautiful, fully fleshed out world that is beyond a scale that you could imagine at the time.
Okay.
You were a character standing there. You used to play EverQuest and stuff, right?
Yeah,
you used to play that at Wills and stuff. And you wander around a world. And their world design was amazing. There was like
Except for there were a bunch of other people in this world.
Tons of other people. Yeah. Some friendly, some enemies. There was like little goblin towns, and you could wander through the caverns forever. And maybe you stumbled upon somebody. And you're like, oh, what are you doing down here? Maybe you're looking for, things to mine, or maybe you're looking for the entrance to a weird dungeon that you heard was out there. And that was incredible. And then they were like, you know what we're gonna do? Because people are complaining about how much time it's taking them to get to these cool dungeons, we're going to let them just teleport there. And you know what happens? Nobody's in the world anymore. They're all standing around yelling at each other in all caps in the main cities. And then like, hey, anybody want to go take down a dragon? And it's like, okay, yeah. And they click a button and they're there. And then they go fight the dragon. And it's like, it used to be, it would be a 20-minute journey to get there. And what would you stumble upon?
Riding across your mount.
And then you find some level 60 out here trolling your alliance, and you're like, well, I got a lesson for you. And then you start fighting, and then they're like, hey, we got somebody fighting me here. And then more horde comes in, and then more alliance comes in.
All
and pretty
soon,
soon,
the Battle of Random Hill starts.
Exactly. There was one time, I'll never forget it. There was one time in the game where there were no stakes. And this is often the case with WoW. There were no stakes. It was a PvP server, and I was just in the middle of this, it was this little town that was kind of the first time that you had the outskirts of the Alliance stuff and the outskirts of the Horde stuff. You couldn't really go into their zone because the guards were, super powerful. But it was, in the middle of this, and so you would often see Horde and Alliance in the same place. And, somebody had just decided to, open up on someone on the other team. And so then I'm like, well, I'm in on this. And so then Jonathan and I get in there and we start shooting, and I'm a rogue and I'm dancing around. And then pretty soon there's 5 people fighting. Pretty soon there's 60 people fighting. Pretty soon there's hundreds of people fighting. War. My computer can hardly run it anymore. I log in 24 hours later, still going on.
That's awesome.
Still going on.
Yeah, like any good war.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's wild. Wild times. And, I feel like that was also back in the day.
Maybe I'm old-fashioned.
Early internet. So there was still so much discovery. It wasn't just known where everything was and how to get to it and stuff.
Right.
And so if you could literally maybe find a cavern that
what's in there?
With it before.
It's like, I don't know, maybe some sweet gear.
Or you've never even heard of.
7?
Okay, you're on 7.
Anyway, they made it easy. They went to convenience over exploration, which is when I lost interest. Yeah, there's that. You can also like power level up to level 60 by paying some money or something. I can't remember how. And I was like, what are you talking about? It took me 6 years to do this. You're just going to give it to people for free? Who's going to be in the low level areas?
No one. All right, I'm not going to mulligan. Also, let me read my
Oh, well, I am.
Omdus, the Punisher. Pay 3, flip Amadeus. Amadeus deals shadow damage to target hero equal to 7 minus the number of cards in its controller's hand. So at some point, I can pay 3 and flip.
If you have no cards, you can do 7 damage.
It's your hand size.
You're the controller, though.
No. 7 minus the number of cards in its controller's hands of the target. So I target
Oh.
hero. So if you ever get down to like 1 or 2 cards, I can pay 3, flip over, and do a bunch of damage to you.
Okay, that's like your little mind blast or
Yeah,
whatever.
what is yours do?
I've got 28 health, Morova of the Sands, 10 resources,
Yep.
flip, deal 7 nature to target hero or ally. That's it.
So I just have to be prepared to lose 10 health. No, 7 damage
It deals 7. So it's a non-conditional
when you get
7
to 10,
at 10.
resources. So 10 turns from now, I better win.
That's a lot of deck, though.
All right.
Work.
You ready to play?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's run it down. Start phase. I don't draw a card because it's first turn.
Yeah. Yeah, why would you?
Then during the action phase, I can do any number of things. The first thing I'm going to do is play a resource. Did it. Then I'm going to play a Katali Stone Tusk for 1. He costs 1 resource there on the top left. And he's a protector ally, which is why I wanted to make sure he got out there. So I did that. I'm going to pass because he can't fight on his first turn.
You want to swing at me here?
I don't think I don't have any attack.
You don't have any weapon, right?
There's no attack money. So, into my turn, wrap up step, pass to you. Do you draw a card?
Yeah. I got to read all these, though.
And then you get to your action phase. Yeah, feel free. Take your time.
Ready up. Take your time. And I can only play 1 resource every turn, is that right? That's right.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to play a resource, and it's a quest.
Okay.
And it's called Poison Water. Pay 3 to complete it. Choose 1. Shuffle any number of cards from your graveyard into your deck, or draw a card. If your hero is a Tauren, you may choose both, which I am.
Nice.
So I can shuffle everything in, and then I can also draw a card.
Cool. Which is, that's actually pretty wild because you lose if you run out of deck.
Yeah.
So sitting back there and always knowing you can pay 3 and not just lose.
It's important, isn't it? Now, if I don't have anything worth 1, I can't do anything with this resource.
That's right.
Can't like draw a card or.
Nope.
All right. Well, then pass.
Let the burning commence. Stump some dice out. Okay. Start of my turn. I'll draw a card. I'll ready everything. Then it is game time. Let's do this. I'm going to play a resource called It's a Secret to Everybody. It's a quest. Pay 1 to complete this quest. Reward, look at the top 3 cards in my deck. Put 1 of the cards on the top of my deck and the rest on the bottom.
That's a good one. I wish I had that one. Is there a max hand size?
7. You should have 7. During the upkeep step at the end, you have to discard down to 7.
Okay. So if you use that night, I discard 1.
Yeah. I'm going to propose combat.
Okay.
My Katali Stone Tusk against Morova.
And I can't fight you back, right?
So I'll walk it down. You can't. Not yet, unless you have a card in your hand. But
Perhaps I do.
I propose it. The attacker exhausts. You defend. So if you had a way to like protect or something, you could obviously prevent this from happening. Otherwise, you're going to have to defend it. You don't exhaust to defend.
Are there uniques? Like I have 2 of these allies with the same name, but they don't have any like markings, but they're clearly a character. Like
I'm going to say no for now.
an actual character. I'm sure the chat will get us on that. I'm going to take the damage.
Okay. 1 damage coming at you.
I'm using my big D20s here. You got a D20? You using D20s?
Sure. They're right here.
Oh, there they are.
So I've got 0. Oh, you're counting down.
Well, yeah, I'll count down.
I need a D. I'm going to do 26. You're going to love the way I do it.
Uh-huh. So I got 27 here because I just took 1.
Yeah, great. Then I will spend 2 resources to play Mias the Putrid. When Mias enters play, target player discards a card. So I think you get to choose a card.
I surely do. All right, 1 Vanda the Sky Daughter into the discard pile.
Okay. And then I will pass to the end of my turn. I do not have more than 7 cards, and it is your turn.
Start of my turn.
Physics saying allies are not unique unless they are labeled unique.
Great. I will draw a card. I will ready everything and draw a card. Okay, let's see. Exhaust your instant ability. Exhaust your here. Yeah, well, let's complete your next question. Cool. Card. Okay, great. Then I'll play As the Crow Flies as a second resource. Pay 1 to complete it. Look at target player's hand.
That's cool.
And then I can do this now, but it's really not the right time, is it?
I don't think so.
So I'll pass. I'll pass again. I didn't hit my curve.
All right, let's go.
Got a bunch of 6s in here.
Started my turn already. That'll eventually work itself out, I guess. Draw a card.
Yeah, right. That's how that works, right?
Let's play another copy of It's a Secret to Everybody. I guess I don't have to do it first, but I do it first. I'll propose combat. Let's swing for 1.
I'm taking it.
You got it. I'll propose combat. Let's swing for 1.
You did it. I accept.
Let's pay 3.
It's like dueling outside Ironforge.
For Benethor Drago. He's a 4 damage, 2 health ally.
Pretty good.
Pass to you.
Big mage there.
I, on the other hand, hit my curve.
Hit it.
It's like that DBZ card game we played for 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 1. It's a 2. It's a 3. Does he have a 4? We'll see.
It is exactly like that, yes. You do 4 damage? This is bogus. Now, we deal damage to each other whenever things happen. Whenever things go down. Like Defender deals damage back.
Yeah. And defenders don't exhaust or defend.
Well. Oh, cool. That's good. Let's put this down here as a resource thing.
So it's really interesting because it's the same resource system as Magic, except for any card can go face down.
Yeah, which is like the simplest, easiest fix to white, to making it not bad.
And then it's actually, the quest mechanic is really cool to me. Like,
yeah, it's good.
Resources that you can use once.
Paying 3 for Jazaron, Troll Shaman, Protector. At the start of my turn, he heals 1 damage from himself, or he or her. Or
now I see why you were asking.
And then I'm not proposing anything because I've got Summoning Sickness, and I'll pass it over.
Came to that portal and he was dizzy.
That's right.
Start of my turn, I'll draw a card. How many cards in hand? No reason.
5.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Surely nothing will befall you. All right. Interesting.
Friendly quests are best completed at the end of your opponent's turn.
Makes sense because you can ready the resources after that's over.
Yeah.
Well, 3 health, eh? Just enough.
Enough for what?
I can't swing at you with him, swing at you with her, and then swing at you proper with old Benethor.
I mean, once I protect once, aren't I exhausted and everything else
You don't
comes
exhaust
through?
to defend.
I can just keep stuffing?
Well, you don't get a pick. You get a pick with the protector, sure. But no, I can like just attack you straight up here.
Right.
And you can't do anything about that.
That's correct.
So if you only had 2 health, these guys could take care of you, and then it would let me get old.
Okay.
Big fish down. So instead, let's do this. Benethor Drago is going to swing at you.
All right, we did it. It's acceptable to me. And then you do 4 to me, I do 2 to you. And that's not what you want a troll to do. You want to be healing the whole time, but here we are.
That's correct. Swing for 1.
You did it.
Swing for 1.
You got me again.
Let's put this down. And then let's play. I hit the curve hard. Bloodguard Malwani. 1 attack, 5 health. Gets +1 attack for each damage on him.
Okay.
Like a Dreadrick.
I see.
The old
I see.
Ashes. All right. End of round. Go ahead.
Draw a card.
Alex saying you exhaust to protect.
Okay.
But you don't exhaust if I'm attacking you and you are just defending it.
Kind of like Ashes.
Yeah.
Kind of a lot like Ashes. Well, I guess I'll put this face down. I like all of these things, you know, so. I don't have any quests that are really worth completing here. That's really a ramp card, but I'm really not ramping in any quests that are impressive. Look at your hand, I don't care about. And then shuffling a number of cards and draw a card is fine, but I feel like I should get more cards over there in the discard pile before I do that. So I'm going to put that down there. And, you know.
I got you.
And then I'm going to play old Cats and Blood Oath. A Blood Elf Paladin with Protector, has 5 damage, 3 health. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by target friendly ally this turn by paying 3. And essentially a tap, it seems. Or is that just an effect arrow?
I think it's just an effect arrow.
Okay.
You
So
pay
I could
3.
pay 3 to prevent all damage that an ally would essentially take, is what I'm looking at there. Now, it means that they can't do damage back, of course.
So like
but
if I
it's-
swing at him, you can
cancels
pay
the thing.
3 and then make it not matter.
Not that I have it, but yes, I could do that.
All right. My turn?
Yeah.
It's ready up. Ready, steady. Draw a card. Let's play another quest. In Dreams. If I pay 8 to complete it, I draw 3.
Ooh.
Cards in hand.
4.
Let's pay 2 for Mias the Putrid. You have to discard a card. Your choice.
Where's this curve going?
To Funky Town.
It's going back in, you know, at some point.
Okay. Let's swing there for 1.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You got 1, 1, 1. You got 1 all
She
around?
can't attack this turn.
You got 1 all around, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll block.
You got it. I'll do 1 damage to you.
Taking 1.
Okay. I will swing at you for 1.
Got it.
You're ready, so I need to have a blocker here. And then I'll pass.
Okay.
3 resources open.
Everything ready's. Draw a card.
B Power saying, I always felt like WoW TCG was Magic 2.0. It does seem like they're fixing a lot of the fundamentals about it.
All right, here comes.
Is this art like new art or from the game somewhere?
I don't know. I mean, it's all
It looks like
from
art.
the game, but
It just looks like straight up art.
this is not at all what I want. I like all these cards, you know. But you can play a resource after you use stuff, I guess. So, you know, kind of a who's laughing now situation. I'm going to do this now. See some more options. So I'm going to pay 3 to complete this quest. Shuffling a number of cards into my deck and draw a card. This is Poison Water. Perfect timing on that one. And we're gonna put them all 3 back in there. Let's extend the game a little bit.
Yeah, a pinch.
That's right.
Mainly get a new card.
That's right. It's about drawing a card for 3. Okay. We're going to draw a card there with that one. Perfect. That's what I needed. Then we're going to place a resource. Then we're going to pay 1 for... well, let's not do that yet. Maybe we should attack. Let's attack. You got a protector over there?
Mm-hmm.
Does a 1/2. I'm going to declare combat over on Cal Talos Stoneman. Or the other one. 1/1 or a 1/2. Well, let's get the value.
I will let it happen.
All right.
Deal damage and go away.
Back to me.
You're exhausted now.
I'm exhausted. Spin 1. Rachi comes in. A troll priest enters play, heals 2 damage from target hero or ally. Consider me healed.
That was a good play.
1. Pads of the Dreadwolf.
What?
1 armor.
Okay.
On my boots.
Nice.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. Seems good.
That's it.
All right. Starting my turn. I'll draw a card. Ready?
Yeah, who's laughing now?
I'm about to be. See?
See? I'm already laughing. Why are we running out of cards?
It's because of
Oh, because we play and resource, and yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we need an element. We need a draw
Yeah.
stuff.
It's not common.
I tell you, man. I didn't realize at the time we were into spoils how fundamentally perfect the system of this kind of game it was.
I mean, so in spoils, you could basically pay 3 to draw a card or pay 4 to play another resource, and so you basically can control hand size and ramp.
Yes,
Very
so
effectively.
good.
And
so good.
Any card could go face down as a resource as well. So they're fixing that piece of it. The only thing about spoils, and I get it, the threshold system and the resource types, but 75 card decks, including the resources, that every time you introduce resources into the deck, I feel like I don't.
Yeah,
I
you
have
could
to be convinced that that's the.
Well, you could do it like WoW here. I think it's smart.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
But
resources that
right
create
now
effects.
you could pay 3 to draw.
Yeah. How different,
Yeah.
right? How cool.
Okay. Here's what we will do. My Blood Guard is going to swing at Rachi.
Okay. Nothing I can do about that, right? So we deal 1 damage to each other.
That's right. I get
You take
+1
one, I
strength for
take
that.
1. Classic Dread Wraith play.
Okay. And then I'll swing at you again.
All right, 1 and 1. You did your work, Rachi. We
Big
appreciate you.
I'm going to play a card. Your fortune awaits you. At some point, I can pay 3 to draw a card.
Oh, well, there it is. See, it spoils.
Then I'm going to play Fa Tafi. Fa Tafi. Protector. At the start of each turn, heal 1 damage, 6 health, 3 attack. That's the unit we've all been
It's a
waiting.
Bugatti right
But
there.
look at this. Now I'm out. Now I'm free balling.
Have I got news for you? I'm going to draw a card and ready my stuff. Okay. Ooh, these are all good things. Interesting. All right, well, we just got to put this down here. This pay one to look at your hand is not something I ever like. I'll never use it. I'm going to pay a bit. Well, let's see if we want to fight here first. You got big stuff. Now, we used to return fire.
Yeah, I do believe I swing back if you attack him.
Yeah. We got to get that before it gets out of hand, don't we?
It's potentially going to get out of hand if you're not careful.
All right, we're gonna attack you. You got a protector. You got a protector. We gotta watch out. So that's a bad trade for Steven. You take 5 damage, you heal 1, and then I lose my character. That's not what we want at all.
Yeah. No bueno.
I'm in the business of bad trades. 6 coming at you.
Hey
Tanwa,
now.
the marksman, has long range. The first time we've seen this. Does 4 damage, takes no combat damage in return from defenders. Because I'm shooting you with a crossbow, you see.
That's insane.
Yeah. And then can't do anything here. Can't do anything there. So I'll pass.
Well, I better have an answer quickly. Draw a card.
Ryan Roper, interesting point here. Still feel like Flesh and Blood is the best resource system now. I used to think it was WoW TCG or Versus, but Fab's got me now. Fab is a great resource. It's a phenomenal resource system. It leans more into the every card is a resource piece, which is kind of more modern card game at this point, isn't it?
This is silly.
Is it because you're getting wrecked?
No. Crazy card. Well, let's complete this quest.
Valor Morgulus?
Pay 3, draw a card.
Playing spoils now, man.
Okay. I'm going to play... No. I can wait to do that.
I already have a lot of thoughts on this.
Good. I'm excited to finish this game.
I
and
won't be
discuss it.
sharing them.
Yeah, let's wait.
Just kidding.
on pens and needles.
Hey, anybody who's out there, hey, I want to get another test on this. I'm gonna switch to this boom mic real quick. While Zach thinks about how his card's broken or whatever. Whatever that card is. All right. So we got this mic here, and I'm experimenting with studio setup. So check this out. See how my voice sounds. What do you think about the way my voice sounds right now? I'm going to crank it up a little bit. I feel like I've got to. So this is with the boom actually pointed in the correct position. What does that sound? Does that sound better? You like how that sounds? Everybody like how this sounds? Do I sound great? Do I sound like a professional? Do I sound like somebody who is, you know, am I a good mythical morning? Am I talking to you about, am I a podcaster, etc.? Anyway, let me know. Back to the game. Back to the game.
All right. It's really interesting. I see why you would use this at some point. Because by the time you get to 8, you've burned your cards.
Yeah, you need the cards.
I gotta be careful where I step here.
All right, great. Everybody agrees it's all way better. Correct position, Ryan, of course, which you probably know, is supposed to be as out of the like it's right here. It's supposed to be as
So it's higher quality of that.
Yeah.
So we were concerned because we had it in the middle, and it was lower quality with a single mic.
Yeah.
But then
it was too far away, and we were picked up on the sides.
you bought the second one, right?
The cardioid wasn't ideal. Yeah. So we're doing it. We're getting there.
I'm so excited to get Unchained.
You're supposed to point it at the person's chest, so it's coming like right here, which makes sense.
Okay. So this thing's a problem.
Yeah, for you.
I need to
okay
proactively
with it.
deal with it, but you have that thing.
I'm okay with it.
You know? I guess we'll do it.
What, my protector? Yeah, I'm going to protect.
I know you're going to protect. But I have to be okay with that. Ooh, wait a second. Fatafi, at the start of each turn, mine and yours?
Seems that way.
All right. She's going to swing here at your Tanwa.
Tanwa. Yeah, well, we're going to protect it.
Okay, I'll do 3 to you. You do 5 to me.
All right.
Jiminy Rickett saying, did you guys think you would ever be setting up boom mics a year ago? Honestly, a year ago at this very point,
no, we didn't think we'd be in business.
I'm just happy we're here. I thought we would make it, but I didn't know what we would look like at the end of it. It was very questionable.
Stringing that stream setup along in the old office, that was fun.
Yeah.
Well, if we have these 7 cords attached, we can get a signal through. We can punch through there.
All right, I'm gonna play a resource called Blue Leaf Tubers.
How many of those you played already? How many you gotta play it?
I can pay 2 to complete this quest. Reward shuffle my graveyard into my deck. I won't, but I will pay 3. Check this out. Shadow Word Pain.
It's a classic spell. That's a classic spell, Zach.
Is it?
Yeah.
Instant ability Shadow. Attached to a target hero or ally, and its controller discards a card. So you can have to discard a card. This would have been the turn to pop this immediately. Ongoing, at the start of my turn, my hero deals 1 shadow damage to the attached character.
Does it apply to armor?
Ongoing. I don't know.
It doesn't. I mean, armor would never block a shadow word. Attached to ally hero and its controller discards a card. Ongoing. At the start of your turn, your hero deals 1 shadow. Okay, well, there it is. On the clock.
Ryan Roper, I love this, saying it's been interesting seeing how TC has navigated the past year, literally turning lemons into lemonade.
Yeah, interesting is a great word for that.
Yeah, it felt interesting, if you know what I mean.
Are you done? Have you won yet?
No, but we're getting there. Bane, I'm incredibly glad you guys weathered it all okay. Yeah, me too. Has there been any word on whether or not the streams will continue as things return more and more to normal? So recently we actually...
We're in. We're all in.
If you look at the thumbnails on our videos, we had this hazard symbol for the pandemic for like a year and a month, and we took that away. So 4 days a week for the time being is the status quo. Hard to imagine going anywhere else. I mean, maybe at some point 3 days. It's hard to know. I mean, a year and a half ago, I would have, if you've been like, hey, you're going to stream 20 hours a week, I would have been like, No, not happening.
Everyone keeps watching. Yeah, we'll keep doing it for sure. Important things to note about the game. This is actually blocked by armor, so that's good. And then Mandadork saying what my wife told me actually a while ago, which is you sound like an early morning radio DJ made sweet love to Elvis and an angel, and then gave birth to you, fully formed and ready to game.
That's
why we fell in love.
I think those are the words of your wife exactly.
Yeah. Put it on the vows. Okay, let's see. Well, I can't play a resource if I'm going to play a card, you see. So now I'm in the old Cincinnati pincer.
Yeah.
But what's the point of resources if you don't have cards, you see? Now, if I were playing spoils, of course, 3 to draw, 3 to draw.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'd
I'm
stick
aware.
to 6 for a bit. And this guy healed one.
Shut up, yeah.
I'm a board man.
Thanks, Iclox. Jiminy, I've watched more TC the past year than probably any other video content. That's awesome. But then says, and I also spent more money than I would have expected as a result.
Yeah, those things go together, man.
We appreciate it. That's the only reason we can keep doing it, man.
Yeah, being on the air and making money are necessarily tied. All right, I'm going to pay 4 for Tyrus Shenanigans.
Shenanithrin.
Does 3 damage to something and has 4 health. And before I even do that, just so I don't broadcast it, I'm gonna attack you here.
Take it. Deal 3 back to you.
Take 4, do nothing, because I'm long range.
Oh, yeah.
And then old Tyrus in the pocket here. And I can destroy, pay 3, destroy, interrupt target ability cards. That cost me 4. And that's me.
Okay.
I'm top deck central now, baby.
Nah. I love it. All right, start of my turn. Take a damage.
Blocked.
These cards are crazy. So, but do you have to exhaust to block that? Or
I don't
know. Every time you take
You
damage?
gave me the rules. You read the chart.
I think you exhaust to block.
Well, armor is always on.
But
It's not like you touch armor and then it's like, well, the next touch will go through. You know what I mean? It's like it's always armor.
B power says tap your armor.
Okay.
I didn't write the rules.
You know, there's logic and then there's rules. So
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to do the reasonable thing to do it this time.
draw 3.
Well, I'm going to play a resource and I'm going to pay it to draw 3.
Yeah. Should I put this? Where should this live? We always need more space. These games are overly big. So I'm just going to move my deck out of the way here. And my armor is going to be down here, where my feet are. It is boots. So put your boots where they belong, man.
Okay. Then for my next trick.
Can we just remember that I have Shadow Word Paint on me?
Sure.
Make me feel better.
I'll remember that, I'm sure.
Yeah, right. Talk about that in the cast today. Thank you, B Powers. It's very helpful.
My Blood Guard is going to swing at Tyrus.
All right, easy. Yeah, that makes sense. 3 back at you, and then I die. No, I don't die at all.
You just take 2.
Okay.
And then pass to you.
All right, everything ready? Actually, before this, I'm going to pay 1 to look at your hand.
You said you'd never do it.
That ability is a waste of time. I'm probably going to discover something important here. Oh, you've got a Guardian. That's important. Mind Control. Oh, wow. That's good. 2 plus 8. No, 2 plus 6.
Is 8.
Is 8. So you can take control of Tawana? That's not very nice. Pay 2 to complete the Princess Trap for the top 2. And then more card draw, man. Where's my card draw? Thank you. Drawing a card. Here we go. Maybe this is it. Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay.
Did you pay for that quest? But then you're ready.
Yeah, then I'm ready. Yeah.
Smart.
End of the turn is a little another spoils magic thing. Okay, we've got. I'm gonna put a resource down, which is a quest. That guy's got to die. Yeah. So let's go here.
You got it.
And then,
Range is always busted.
I know, so good. I'm going to pay 3 to flip this quest. It's called Finkel Einhorn at your service. Looks like a Nomuragon kind of thing. I think that's an actual, yeah, I think I did a quest from this thing. It's cool. It says, put an ally card will cost 2 or less from your graveyard into play. Rachi coming in. Heal 2 damage from a hero ally.
Come on.
I got synergy, man. Just call me Synergy Man. Just a priest here. Synergizing.
Old Synergy Man.
Old Synergy Man himself.
Could take any rug in the house.
They always called him that. 3 to your priesty.
Boom. All right.
Done.
Fine.
Sitting on 4.
That should be fun. All right. Draw card. Hello. Let's start here. I'm going to play The Princess Trapped.
It's cool, guys. Chat's awesome right now.
It's a quest. I'll pay 2 to complete it.
I've already seen that card because I have information.
I'm going to reveal the top 2 cards of my deck, and you get to choose one to put in my hand.
Yeah. Oh, come on. More power words? So, Dispel is just a cancel. That's annoying. Does the other one go to graveyard?
Bottom of deck.
Ugh. Power Word Fortitude's out of here. You can have your Dispel. I'll try to trap you with it. I don't want someone having 5 health. That's crazy. I'm not playing any abilities. I don't have any cards, Zach, so you can Dispel anything you want.
I'll just hold on to it, I guess. All right, check this out. I'm going to pay 3 for the Hammer of Grace.
Oh, you found that? How did you draw these cards?
I had to pay 8, draw 3.
Last turn? Oh, that was the one you do this turn. That's the one I didn't see. You know?
It has a pay 1. I don't know what that means. Discard a card?
Tap. Exhaust.
Don't you have to exhaust to use it? That's your hero heals 2 damage.
Oh, yeah, maybe...
I don't know. We'll see what chat says about
Hammer of Grace. It... Oh, exhaust it and exhaust your hero. Is how I would read that. So you exhaust the hammer and the hero to do the heal 2.
Yeah. But you pay 3 to swing with it, presumably.
For 1. Yeah, it's not really a hammer for swinging.
Let's spend 2 on the Guardian of Steelhorn. And then I will pass to you.
Where did that shadow... Oh, wow, we already forgot you. Just tell me. I'm just going to leave that tapped forever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
at the start of your turn.
I do
You just let me know
Yeah,
if it
that's
matters. Here we go. Okay, well, we'll give it a shot. I'm going to play the Dying Balance as a resource. Then I'm going to pay 2 to flip it. But I'm going to read it before I flip it. And what it says is, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. If they have different card types, which they do not, put them both on the bottom. Otherwise, I draw them. That was unfortunate.
Let me see that.
Got these all wonkers and sideways.
Yeah. Yeah, I could have used the Hammer Dreadnought. I understand that now.
That's a swing?
Well, I could pay 1 and exhaust both of these to heal 2, but it's fine.
You want to do that?
I have a plan.
I don't care. Is Mind Control only on your turn? Is it instant?
It's an ability.
Okay, it's not instant. It's probably only on your turn, right? Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley. Don't call me Shirley.
You afraid of me mind controlling you?
You going to swing with the hammer once? Or can you swing with it multiple times? Pay 3-1, pay 3-1, pay 3-1, pay 3-1.
I think if you use it.
Once per turn per combat, isn't that what it was?
I think so, yeah.
All right, Tanwa.
Yeah, once per combat per turn.
Over here on your Steelhorn, you know how this works.
You got it.
Yeah. Just to the... and then I'm going to swing 3 at Amadeus.
Take it.
And then I'm going to swing 1 at Amadeus.
Take it.
You don't want to hit me with the hammer or anything? Take 1.
No.
Okay. It's your business.
End of your turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay 1 to complete. It's a secret to everybody. Look at the top 3 cards of my deck. Put 1 on the top of my deck and the rest on the bottom. Don't worry about that.
Apparently I have to tap your hero to use a weapon too. That's what we're finding out. Is that true or is that just the... You're getting wrecked now. Game's over.
Oh, that goes here.
How are you going to recover? You got all this money.
And into the round. Ready everything. I think I'll be fine. Draw a card. All right.
Where are you getting all these cards?
Magic.
Is it just you got quests with cards and stuff?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh yeah, we need to put this somewhere else. How about that?
Let's pay 6. 6, 7, 8. To play Mind Control.
This
Yeah,
guy?
yeah. Oh yeah. You know it.
At least he's exhausted.
Yeah. Just as long as it's not there anymore is what I care about.
You attach that mind control to him.
Oh, that's smart.
So if you play something...
I lose Mind Control.
Now hold on a second. Is that an ability card? I've got such the answer here. Look at this. Destroy, pay 3, interrupt target ability card. I assume that means discard it. I'm going to do that. You happy with that?
I mean, I got something off the board.
That's
Let's play a resource. Then I'll pay 1 and exhaust both of these to heal 2.
right on. I see how you're taking this game. Okay.
The long road home.
I just hope my top deck foo is on point right now.
I have a plan.
I'm going to swing at you for 4.
You got
I'm
it.
going to swing at you for 1.
You got it. Weirdly, spin down D20s are the most confusing thing on the planet to me.
Yeah, you try to spin them up. Pay for Guardian Step Strider.
Oh boy.
Beautiful Tauren warrior there. I love that art. Reminds me so much of the old school Warcraft 2 art. It's crazy, like the Orc Berserker in that manual. I loved it. Can't attack, but a 5/5 protector. So you better watch
He's
yourself.
a beefy cat.
Or she. I mean, it's.
They are a beefy cat.
They're a beefy cat. That's good. May the Earth Mother watch over you.
That's right. Mine?
Yep.
I'm going to pay 1 and complete this quest. Look at the top 3. Put 1 on top, 2 on bottom. How many do I have? 6, 9, 10.
You don't have to tap to use the weapon.
I don't have to tap my character?
Your character, yeah.
Cards in hand?
None. Wouldn't you like that, though? I know that I'm playing against a Shadow Priest, so I have to have no cards in hand, which is why I have strategically gotten to where I will only be top decking for the rest of the game.
Good choice.
I did some research before we came into the
down
game,
top,
and I
put
kind of
down
knew that it's a discarding deck, so...
Okay. Already my resources.
What is this pile? This is a disastrous pile. It's funny to think about really what would happen if we could just draw cards with 3 resources.
Different game.
Yeah.
But go to the
Well, we
moon.
could play, I feel like, a more fulfilling game.
Instead
honestly.
of just hoping,
Yeah.
back.
Dreaming?
run a bunch of cards that draw you cards, and you're, yeah, I get it. Draw a card. All right. Here we go.
Rockbow, it doesn't say, it says that to use the hero ability you have to exhaust, but it's not to use the actual weapon.
I'm going to play 2 Wazuli Wildmenders. Your turn.
What do those guys do? Wow, look at that.
3 attack, 5 health. At the start of each turn, I tell my turn, they heal 1 damage from each hero and ally in my party.
You get 2 heal forever for the rest of the
You got to
game.
get rid of them somehow.
Well,
right?
I know how. But they're 5 health, so that's actually
You know what
relevant,
you have to
isn't it?
do, but do you have the strength to do it?
I don't. I think I'm just going to keep going after your hero.
Tell him to get it.
Nope. Sorry, I thought I was drawing cards for some reason.
You get a card.
Oh, look, a 1-cost scout
Perfect.
coming in.
I almost think you play it as a resource to eventually hit me for 7.
Yeah, I probably do.
Could be the game ending 7. You got 10 damage lined up here.
I mean, it's also 2 damage, though, you know? Negates a turn of your healing. What are you going to do, block it? And we got to get you to the danger zone first, don't we?
Danger zone. Highway.
I want bodies. It is a protector.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's reasonable. 4 to your guy.
Taking it.
1 to your guy.
Taking it.
Can't attack here. Says it on the card. Over to you.
Right there on the card. All right. Let's ready everything. Draw.
I love, man, you're right. Even the scout does. It's kind of old school. It's a little, you know, a little outdated in its depictions, but this is kind of that old Warcraft style that I really fell in love with as a young lad. As somebody who grew up with Macintosh computers, Blizzard was about the only games I could play.
Cards in hand.
None. I'll let you know if that changes.
All right. Now you've already used your armor, so I'll pay 3 and do 7 damage to you.
With your little ability there?
Yep.
2, so I'm going to 15.
All right. Now let's think about this.
Yeah, no problem, Andrew. Hey, thanks for being a part of that Ashes League. That was a bummer.
Let's pay 1 to heal 2.
Yeah. What are you? You're a priest. Oh, you're a priest. Yeah, this is about right.
You're a priest.
Throw up that shield and start healing.
Then we'll pay 1 for the boss tree bender. When it attacks, I can exhaust a hero or ally.
That's good.
Then I'll pass to you.
All right. Ready everything. Drama card.
Andrew, yeah. He says, I'm glad I don't have to wait till September to play. You imagine get that Ashes charge and it's like you can play in 5 months.
Oh, here we go. Playing a Poison Water quest as a resource. I'm going to pay 3 to complete it. And it's going to shuffle any number of cards from my graveyard back in and then draw a card.
Perfect. It's a great quest for you. Resources and cards. Put all of those in my deck.
I'll shuffle those 2 back in. I'll leave Katzen out there because I feel like there's better. Don't know that because I could look. Oh, I just don't have any. I don't have any draw, man.
Not in there.
Now we got to run the math, don't we?
It all always boils down to a game of math. Physics saying Voss is clutch. Yeah, Voss is crazy. Agreed.
I know you got discard stuff, you know, so I can't hold on to things. 4 to your hero over there.
Got him.
1 more to your hero.
Got him.
2 more to your hero.
Got him.
I'm gonna pay 2 for Wrath. Deal 3 to target hero or ally.
I know.
Couldn't risk holding on to it.
Yeah.
And then it's over to you.
All right. Heal 2.
7. Uh-oh. Somebody call the doctor. Shadow Word Pain. Block it.
I need a doctor. No cards in hand, eh?
None.
No reason. All right. Well,
What do you got? 6, 7, 8, 9 showing?
now here's the trick. If I swing here, it says when he attacks, I exhaust the target hero. So I exhaust you down, and then you're just open season.
Yeah. You just gotta find a way not to die next turn.
Well, I'll do that.
We got 7 on the way. Special delivery. I'm not going to do that yet. Wait until you give the word.
That's the thing that's got to go. Okay.
I don't fight back if you attack.
I think
if I'm exhausted.
I think you do.
I do still?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I believe.
I'm going to swing here and exhaust there.
You got it.
2 damage.
Taking going to 13.
Yeah. Wazuli, swinging here.
Taking how much? 3?
3.
All right. Chase back 4 back there.
Yeah. That gets you there, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Thank the maker. Tired of that thing. Who can't? He can't attack, right?
Is he exhausted?
Nah, we lost turn.
Yeah.
He's about to
Cannot
heal.
attack
He's
here.
about to heal too.
Yeah.
So what's about to happen there? Yeah, sure. Wazuli is gonna swing at this thing.
All right. Take 2. I'm dead.
Yeah. Then I'll pay 1. Heal 2.
Right on.
Then check this out.
Just like fighting a priest.
I pay
Just can't
3.
Finish it up.
How about we give you another Shadow Word Pain?
Oh.
Clock's on now.
Yikes.
Would have discarded that card if you'd held on to it. So good on you.
Yeah. Just playing what I got to play.
Yeah. Anything you draw?
Anything I draw. Otherwise, though, you know.
Yeah. Fix one thing.
Got a lot of strats.
I'm excited to talk about this. There's a lot here.
It's the one step between spoils and magic.
Yeah. They clicked one thing in.
Yeah. We can't have that just sitting around.
He's worth swinging at.
Yeah. I think that's right. All right, we'll do Rachi to Wazuli.
I like
Classic
the idea
trade.
of Wazuli.
Wait, no, I can't do that, but I gotta do Voss first. Yeah. Man.
And they're gonna start healing.
He only does what? 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'll stick with that. And then I'll pay 4 here for Tyrus Sheenathrin, your favorite, can pay 3 to destroy an ability as a 3/4. And then can't attack, summoning sickness, etc. Then we'll go to your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow Pain, Shadow Pain.
The Wazuli will trigger. Heal 1. Heal 1. Those Wazulis are what's up.
Heal 1 only once, right? There's the one's dead. Remember that?
Yeah, I just healed 1. Yeah. you did murder the other one.
All these plurals.
But you know what? I'll pay 2 at the end of your turn. Shuffle these back in. So
Sure.
you can get a Wazuli back.
You can get a hot sauce Wazuli.
Been a interestingly back and forth game.
I mean, it feels like fighting a priest, honestly. I can say that a million times. It really does. You're just over there being annoying, healing up. I can't quite get over the hump. Like slowly just watching it go wrong.
Yeah.
That's how it always was against priests too. It's like, I think, and then it's like, nope. They healed up at 2 hit points. And now you're running away. You got the fear bubble over your head. You got 3 dots on you.
All right, I will attack your hero and exhaust that.
Right on. You got me. How much is it?
2 damage.
10. Taken.
And he can't protect. Well, Zuli, swinging here for 3.
You got me.
Pay 1, heal 2.
Right on.
Then, let's play a Blood Guard Malwani. +1 attack for each damage. Doesn't have Protector, but it's a guard. Not a very good guard, I guess.
Yeah, what are you guarding?
Then I'll pass to you. Slowly watching it go wrong. You love to see it.
Well. Here we are. Here we are. I need Voss out of here. Voss is das.
He's insane. For anyone that knows better, what were the deck building rules for this game? 3-up, 4-up cards, etc.
Tusk is thou. All right. All right. You want to play the game? We can play the game. I'll play the game. I'm going to attack Voss here.
You got it. 2 damage. B power says 60 cards, 4 copies.
All right. I think I'm just going to sit on this.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get something going here. Yeah, I'm going to pass.
Right. Ready?
Yeah.
Heal 1. Ready. Draw a card.
Hope it's bad.
It's not.
Dang it.
Drat. You do have a protector, though.
I do, and you can't sit it down anymore.
There
And it
is
can
that.
cover up your Wuzzy
Fuzzy Wuzzy?
or a Blood Guard. Just put it over here just to remind you.
Well, I'm going to swing at your hero with this Blood Guard.
For 1?
Yep.
I'm taking 1.
Yep. Pay 1, heal 2.
Beam.
Let's pay 6
No, what is this?
for a Fatifi protector at the start of each turn. It heals 1.
That's a bummer. It's not what we needed.
And then I'll pass.
Okay. I've got to make some decisions now.
I kept just realizing you could do 7 randomly.
You're almost full health again. All right, I'm just going to draw. I wish I had more cards. That's the one thing I feel like I'm missing here. What are we doing here? Find a way to do something?
Getting Mazzuli'd.
Yeah. That 6 is awful. It's like an untenable amount.
Yeah, 6 health was healing.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're just gonna play our own little protector here. The mini version, Jazzeron, all jazz hands. That's all, I reckon.
Mine?
Tyrus just gets protected out. So yeah, what are you?
Heal 1. Draw. Okay. Just go ahead and heal 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
Seems good.
Pretty strong, pretty strong.
Now
I
that-
assume I have some cat stuff in here that I need to draw so I can like do something. I take 1, 2 for the Shadow Word.
Clock.
Yeah.
So now I just need to not lose.
Probably. You got the bigger deck thing.
Yeah. And you're taking 1 around at this point. I'm healing 2 before anything happens. Well, let's just keep putting bodies in the way.
The body's in the floor.
Pay 3 for Benathor Drago.
Beam.
Pay him. Pay that man his money. That big protector is terrifying.
You looking at your board?
That thing.
Oh, a 3/6? Oh no,
No, that
5/5. Yeah.
I can't just like chump block you out. Anything I send goes.
Yeah, you can.
You got that one too. Jeez. All right, I'll pass.
I'm protecting everything, but slowly I got this dot on me. Oh, here we go.
Jay says you guys seem really excited.
We're doing a little top deck magic here.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts. A lot of thoughts.
Now, okay. All right, everything's kind of ready. Draw my card, etc. Okay.
The flavor text on Benethor is: in life he cooked meat for his brothers. In death he cooked his brothers for meat.
Hilarious. Hilarious. What is this?
Russell, these are the starter decks.
Can Tyrus interrupt this that's already been played? Probably not, right?
Look up the word interrupt. A card or effect on the chain can be interrupted. An interrupted card or effect is removed from the chain.
The chain? They got chains.
If a card is interrupted, it's put in someone to the graveyard. Counterspell is an example of a card that interrupts.
Yeah, we can't do it. No way. Show me the way.
Yeah, physics saying you can only do it when it's being played. Let's see what these guys do.
All right, Tyrus. Tyrus is going to attack your hero.
Block.
All right, eat it. Take 3.
Trying to make me make a mistake. I've seen that before. Let's make him think I got something.
I got something, buddy.
What up, Eric? Happy to have you here, man.
I'm paying 4.
Benjamin Lyon says, what's up with those menu at Olive Garden sized cards? So good. They're just promos. It's just oversized because they...
Right, so you no longer have, you don't have a, I may not do this. You don't have any protectors.
They had a series of binders they wanted to sell that were oversized cards, so they kept making them.
Show me the way. Okay, well, let's get into this. I am going to pay 4 for a claw. Deal 3 damage to target ally or hero.
Cancel it.
That one. I'm now a cat. I'm ongoing. I'm in cat form. I get +1 attack while attacking. Destroy it when you strike with a weapon or play a non-feral ability.
All right. That seems good.
So, and if I play a weapon, I obviously can't hold it because I got little cat paws. But otherwise, everything's fine. And we're probably going to keep both protectors online here.
Seems smart.
Yeah. Or maybe not. No, you just gotta, you can pile it, you know? Or maybe. I'm gonna swing at your main man.
For 2.
For 2.
Take it.
Yeah. All right, over to you. Move 1, take 1 from the shadow word.
Kill 1. Kill 2 more. We all know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can I sneak by? Well, you got to block if we can. And then I can. I'll swing at you for 4.
Well, good question here. I'll block it here.
You got it. Take 4. Swing your hero for 1.
Take it.
Swing your hero for 3.
I've got a response. Pay 5. Nature's Majesty, heal 5.
Oh no, get out of town.
Going to 8 and then taking 3.
Okay.
Back down.
Then I'll pay 5. Your favorite mine.
Oh my god.
Double dose of Wazuli.
It's oppressive.
Then I'll pass. That is true. You had 1 attack, so you do a damage to me every time.
Okay. Wait, why?
You have 1 attack.
But I gotta attack you.
No, I'm attacking you.
Oh, yeah, you take 1 in your turn. That's
Normally
right.
you have to pay for weapons, but that's
You
just
got
plus 1
catted.
attack. And then also you could have just attacked me for free on your turn for no good reason.
Oh, right, because you didn't have Protector. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. This is only when attacking.
Oh, okay.
While attacking, yeah.
I got it. But you could have attacked me for 1.
Yeah, we'll take the 1. We'll take it.
Well, I somehow bought the least fun starter in the game.
At least we get to go through all the cards. That's the key thing here.
Oh my goodness.
You got no protectors. You protect.
He blocked. He attacked.
Man, this whole heal forever thing ain't doing it for
The
me.
double Wazulis are insane. Luckily, actually, me getting that Voss when I did is really what let me take control.
Yeah, it's a new thing. You gotta kill the boss.
Because if the Voss wasn't there,
Kill the boss.
you could have dealt with these guys way easier.
Yeah, right.
But you had to waste time. And then by the time you had wasted time, I had a cheap session advantage.
Yeah. Nothing. I'm not gonna do anything. I'll play this as a resource, I suppose.
You can use your ability.
What ability?
The one that does 10 to me.
7.
7.
Wish it did 10. Yeah, I could use it if I did that, but I could also just play this. I got 4 turns. I'm looking at 4 turns, but you're like full heal. So there you go. That'll do it.
Mine?
Yeah.
Heal.
Take 1 here.
Heal 2. Call him in the morning.
Yeah.
Heal 2 more.
What's your
Oh, wait.
max? 26? You're almost there. He's almost there.
I now have a
ladies and
side quest.
gentlemen. Return to normal.
That's horrible. All right, let's see. This protector only has 1 left.
That's right.
That's good news for me.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah, I think I've been taking it down for the Shadow Words pretty consistently.
I'll go ahead and swing at it.
Swing at it. I'll protect it.
Okay. You take 1, I take 2.
Yeah.
It's really funny. I'm tired of sitting here meditating. I'll swing at that protector.
All right, we'll do it.
There goes a Wazuli. I'll swing at you for 3.
You got me.
Down to 1. Then I'll play a Her Shield Master and blow up your armor.
Yeah. Taking 2 next turn. Uh-oh. Let's see what we get here.
No.
Ah, look at this. Diana, cousin to son, has 10 health because I have 10 money, but it only has 1 attack. You did it. I'm burnt.
So
Congratulations.
thanks. Thoughts? What's your WoW TCG thought?
Well, so the quests are good.
Quests are really
these
good.
are starter decks. You can't judge a game by the starter decks,
Yeah,
of course.
absolutely.
But it's a very functioning system. I'm very surprised that it has so much ally play, given that it's a hero versus hero game.
Yeah.
The heroes don't feel nearly as impactful as just a kind of a stand-in for what you can build your deck with. But like they're not in the center of the action.
Yeah.
It's all just magic creature style. Can you attack? Can you block? Kind of thing.
Now, in the video I watched, the characters that they had more weapon stuff going on.
That'd be nice.
So I think the characters obviously matter for that pursuit. If you wanted it to be heads up like that.
Yeah. Do you think these just don't have weapons to try to keep things simple?
I don't know. It also these are just 2 random starters. I have no idea if it was early,
It is
late.
priest versus druid, which also is just like weird anyway.
Just yeah.
I don't know how it's not an immediate improvement to be able to pay 3 and draw.
Yeah.
That with any kind of game like this, I don't know how that's possible. You want to do it one more time?
Yeah, I'll do it one more time.
I think we can jam through it real quick.
You want to do it one more time where you can pay 3 and draw?
No. We got to play it real.
I also think that obviously I'm running a class that has healing.
Yeah, me too. Don't forget
Did you have
Druid's
healing?
heal. Yeah, I heal myself for 5.
Mm.
Look, we got mages, priests. I like the kind of one-time snap ability. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I do think that the resource system, be able to play any card as a resource, major improvement over Magic.
Huge.
I think the attacking system is better even.
Oh, the boosters. Let's do the boosters.
Do we have the cards to be able to do
Yeah,
the
we got
boosters?
pop teas.
Oh my goodness. But like the reality that you like attack something, and like in Magic you can obviously block with any number of things, you know, and
Yeah.
that kind of a thing. But it's always one-on-one, which I like.
Yeah, that was nice. The combat system's super easy.
Yeah.
And static damage, I think, is important.
You also want to look at the symbol on your hero and then this thing in the corner. Those matter for some reason.
Yeah, it tells you what you can run. I'm just gonna... So we've got basically... I'm gonna make stacks of where things can be.
What's the icon on your hero?
I'm just gonna make a horde stack and then alliance stack. And that way we can at least separate it out. Red and blue, basically. Anything that's purple or untraded can go into the general stack.
Oh.
And then I can just give you all the alliance cards. You can give me all the horde cards. If we're sticking with what we're doing. Oh, you're horde too, aren't you?
Oh, is that what that red symbol is?
Mm-hmm.
You were saying words that I...
In fact, I think we're gonna both have mainly horde cards probably if they did
what's
this
this
right.
icon on your side?
That's like your priest icon.
But what's yours?
Paladin, druid. I'm a druid. Wherever that went, it's right here. Probably a claw. Yeah, it's a claw. Here's your shadow words too.
Nice.
But I might play a totally different hero. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to take every card that says draw and I'm going to put it in.
Right.
Number 1 rule of this.
So you can't... none of us can play these blue cards, right?
No, not currently, unless somebody wants to YOLO into an alliance hero, which I would not suggest. But I like to see it. You know?
Falcon says OMG the monkey card code. Whatever that thing is.
This thing, Ninja versus Pirates? Lose 1 robot? What are these even? Oh, back in the day when look at these hero banners on websites. They just got a little more sophisticated, basically the same thing. Apparently the raids were super fun in this too, which I would be interested in.
Wow. Look at this. Horns of Iranicus. 1 armor. At the start of your turn, you can pay 1 if you do draw a card.
That's great.
Cost 6. But you can only play it if you have whatever that is.
What is that? Hunters or shamans? All right. Paladin, shaman, priest, ranger, paladin, rogue, still know it, general, paladin.
Oh, also, here's another big part of this game. This is what I was going to say earlier, which I think they were getting this right maybe before anyone else. There were also raid decks where you could play PvE
Yeah, that's the
co-op
thing.
against that situation, which is very in brand.
That is it. All right, I got a priest card for you. At some point, we'll get into that. Ooh, I got a war stomp. That's good for me. And then destroy target attacking And then here, so I'm going to look at maybe running a different hero too.
Fancy.
Because I did draw one.
Do you have any of these symbols?
Yeah, a lot of them. I don't on the hero. So I've got a ranger or a hunter and a paladin. So I can run ranger and paladin things. Dual wield, probably not going to be helpful. Aspect of the Viper, love that. Wow, what a good card that is. Terrifying. Okay, and then I've got these options here. I've got these options. An Orc Hunter or a Blood Elf Paladin. Cool. I'm just gonna unbreak the deck. I'm not scared. Griefer, that's a funny joke. I want to see what you actually get in these starters, right? So it's really all about the purple cards. I guess those are like your class specifics. Everything else is pretty much general.
Oh, there's like red and blue, and then there's the purple that are by the class that you are.
Yeah.
And the armor as well.
Yeah. Armor can go to a bunch of different classes, it looks like.
Yeah.
Poison water, poison water. Wrath is a special one for me. Yeah, so really what it looks like is you're locked into, from the starter deck, these 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards from the starter that are class cards. And then like between the booster packs, I got a couple for these two classes as well, 2 and 3. So that's not enough. So we're sticking with Morova for sure. Don't think we'll have enough there.
Okay.
These are out. And then we've got some new quest cards. Lazy Peons, enters play exhausted. Exhaust Lazy Peons to complete this quest. Reward, draw a card. That's nice. Clara Graves. Okay. Clara Graves, I like that. That's good. Aralum, not necessarily interesting. Hidden Enemies. Pay 3, complete, choose 1. Target ally has ferocity this turn. I'm going to guess what they had, double damage or something? Probably not ideal if I'm not an orc. Another Rachi, probably good. Debros, Cousin to Moon. +1 for each resource, very nice. That's a good scoop. 3/2, look at target player's hand, okay. And Bone Shanks, when it's destroyed, destroy target ally. I like Bone Shanks, I bet that saw a lot of play.
How much equipment do you have that works?
I got 1 additional, and then none. You have anything that works with, are you any of these?
Nope. None of these equipment that
Dang
we have work.
it. Dang it.
Yeah. I did get an extra copy of this thing, which you might like.
Yeah. I said yeah. I gotta see what else I got here. The Dying Balance, reveal the top 2. Yeah, so we're gonna try that. That's in. Oh wait, these are the ones I already had. Yeah, I don't have any draw. What's up with that?
You want this?
Who built these starter decks? You just want you top decking the
I
whole
assume they
time?
were mildly random.
Like all things. This is mid-2000s. You didn't know better than that. Ferocity is haste. Attack the same turn you summon the ally. Cool. Love that. So I'm going to add these cards and these cards. So we're going to have to make some cuts. I'll take In Dreams for sure. Take some cards there. I got a Renew for you. That's a priest card. There you go. That's awful for me. I hate it.
What? Your symbol's the bear class?
Yeah. What do we got? Primal Mending, and your hero heals 2 from it. At the end of each turn, your hero has 1 damage. That's nice. Primal Mending is good. We're going to have an infinite game. Healing Touch, heal 10 damage? My gosh. How many cards are we supposed to have? 30? 33 was in the starters. Let's do 35.
No idea. Oh my goodness. That thing's crazy.
Can I have multiple pads of the Dreadwolf? You have 2 feet. You can have 2 pads, right? It says feet 1. I have 2 boots. Stands to reason, right?
All right.
So I'm going to go 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Is it 35?
Yeah. 22, 23, 24,
So
25,
what set was this?
26,
Heroes of Azeroth?
27, 28, 29,
Let's see what year
30,
that was.
31, 32, 33,
2006.
34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39,
That's crazy to think about.
40, 41, 42.
How many?
I'm on 42. I'm about to cut, though. 42 with a cut. 42. Let's start cutting. Now, I'll bet what you do is you look at your curve here.
You 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. If I were like really deck building, you know?
Yeah. When I drew my opening hand last time, I saw I had a 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like, I'm keeping that.
Yeah. Seen this before.
I know enough to know that that's something that you keep.
Hidden.
Those pads are good.
They're good. I think I can do a bunch. And a Bone Shanks, Eagle Heart, Debros, Raichi, like Clara there. Travel Form. Travel Form's good, but it's real good if you build around it. Ooh, there's pads. I don't need more than one of those.
I assume as well when you deck build that obviously even if you are top decking, it's going to be a lot better. But then the other thing is, in my mind, as soon as I saw that one card I gave you, that quest that lets you draw 3,
Yeah,
it's like 4 of those go in the
you
deck.
got all of them. As
And
many
then-
as you can have.
All those cards I was using to like look at the top 3, put 1 on top, 2 on bottom. Just being able to stack your deck when you are top decking, very powerful.
Powerful, yeah.
B-Power is saying you can only have 1 pads in play,
Okay, I'll cut one.
but
It's almost worth having 2 just for consistency. But when you're top decking like that, you don't.
dead cards are
You
real
cannot
bad.
have dead cards. Okay, that's out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Perfectly. So I got 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Be way
7,
more considerate about this.
8,
matchup than I am.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
What up, Jesse?
18,
Saying collected the game for years but never learned how to play.
17, 16, 15. So let's take out.
What up, David?
a-
Life's pretty good. May's a really busy month, both personally and professionally for me. So I'm looking forward to June. Nicholas saying feet 1 means you can only have 1 feet in item in play. I understand, but it's also mildly confusing.
Yeah, I get it. But I have 2 feet.
I'm excited to get to June. It's been a long
Wild,
series of
Wild
wild.
West. Yeah, okay.
What up, Ben? Saying I'm watching streams. I always come in on these phases where you place cards down like you are now. What is this? Organizing, deck building? It's a little bit of both. Depends on the game. A lot of times you play and then you want to iterate. So we wanted to tweak some things. See, also playing it on the throwbacks. Playing a game a second time that you were learning how to play the first time usually feels quite a bit different than, because like the first 4 or 5 turns you're just kind of doing things. And so the whole game, the tenor of the game shifts.
But now we know.
Now we
know how to play.
Level WoW TCG.
And now we're ready.
Yeah. You ready to party?
I'm ready.
I'll let you choose first or second.
First.
You going first?
Yeah. 6 cards, 7 cards?
7-card hand. First player doesn't draw on the first turn.
7-card hands. Morova for the rematch. 28. Okay.
I'm gonna mulligan. Which in this game is shuffle 7 back in, draw 7. My cheapest unit was a 5. 5 turns of you just punching me.
That's what I did last
We
time.
have a good time. Let's try again.
I think I might want to try again too. Let's try again, sure.
Top deck and
That's pretty good, but I did poorly.
only Wazulis for me, please.
Yeah, dude. Nothing but Wazulis.
Get those Wazulis cooking. Keep flipping that pizza. It's not that bad. That's nice.
6, 7. Okay. Here we go. I said I'm going first?
Yep.
All right. Let's do
Take me down to the Paradise City.
1 and pass. I don't draw my first turn.
That's right. So I'll draw a card. I'm going to play a resource in Dreams. Just loading it up. Spend 1. Katali, Stone Tusk. Protector at the start of the turn. Heals 1 damage from itself. Go ahead.
All right. Player, draw a card.
What I really need is that hammer.
Yeah, I know, right? Play a resource. Pass.
Draw a card. Let's put this face down. 2 resources. Swing for 1.
Yeah.
Pass.
Draw a card. Play a resource. Let's pay 3 for Bone Shanks. When Bone Shanks is destroyed, destroy target ally.
Nice. That's cool, Billy.
Yeah. Over to you.
Ready? Draw. Let's play a resource. Go ahead and play this thing.
Ah, no.
Go to you. Pass.
At the start of your turn.
Start my turn.
Your turn. You are you, and I am me, and
We are the walrus.
etc.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Draw a card. Okay. All good cards. All good cards.
Noble Rock says you hyped for the new Warcraft movie in 2022. I haven't seen much on it. I remember hearing about it a little bit. Video game movies have. I go in very skeptical. Before, like, that's just my nature on them.
Play a resource.
Look at you, Questy.
Yeah. I'm waiting for them to matter. Uh.
We have a while.
Then I'm going to pay 4 for Claw. I'm going to deal 3 to target hero.
Boop.
This attaches. I now +1 attack while attacking. And then I'm going to swing at you for 1.
You got it.
Ding. And then I'm going to swing at you for 3.
I'll take it.
All right. Over to you.
Draw. Let's play a resource.
This
You do it. Take it damage.
the world of Warcraft.
Cards in hand.
4.
Let's pay 3 for a hammer.
The hammer.
And then we'll pay 1 and exhaust to gain 2.
The curve.
How? Swing for 1.
You got it.
Pass to you.
Okay, everything ready is... Put 1 in.
The curve. I guess I can do this. This would be nicer for the stream team.
Stream team. Stream team.
I just don't exhaust that direction.
Stream team. All right, let's pay 2 to complete the dying balance. Reveal the top 2 cards. They have different types. Put 1 into my hand and the other one on the bottom. Otherwise,
Ally.
get wrecked.
Quest. 1 goes in hand.
1 in the hand, 1 in the bottom, huh?
Yep.
I will play top deck central moving forward.
Are you out a card?
I'm looking at where this wants to be. I can play for now or I can play for later. Let's play for now. Put this one under. Pay 2 for the old Eagle Heart there. Look at target player's hand when he comes into play. Anything in here that matters? This game is over. Cool.
Wazuli.
2
Another
Wazzles
shadow
and a
word
shadow.
of
Yeah,
pain.
it's game over. Swing at you for 3.
You could blitz me out here, I think.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Swing at you for 1. I should probably try to kill your protector. Actually, let's swing here for that protector. You get your 3 life back, and then 1 at you. Did you get your 1?
Yeah.
Take you 1 and like it. All right, done.
All right, take a damage because I
Thank
start my turn. Draw a card. Play resource. This is ready. Let's pay 3. Attach another one of these. You have to discard a card. I forgot to do that earlier.
All right. This one.
Pay 1. Heal 2.
Yeah, this one. Okay.
Over to you.
All right, back to me. Here it does not do damage back, no, Kimmel. It says while attacking on the card. Otherwise, it would, I think, for sure. Okay. Play a resource while we're here. Swing for 3.
Take it.
Swing for 3.
Take it.
Swing for 1.
Take it. Down to 14.
That's right.
We're cooking with gas now.
And then we'll pay... It's an awkward number.
Physics this game is going smoother.
Pay 6 for marksman.
Woo-wee.
I'll get my hot sauce.
I got a problem. All right, my turn?
Yeah.
Take 2.
Got those dots.
I'm going to play Kibler's Exotic Pets.
Ooh.
It's a quest I can pay 2 to complete it. Reveal the top 3 cards of my deck. Put a revealed ally into my hand. The rest is in the bottom of my deck. Well. Let's pay 1 to heal 2. And then let's pay 5 for a Wazuli.
Wazuli.
Pass to you.
Okay. Everything ready? Draw a card. Yeah. Okay. Play a resource. Okay, where's the money, Lebowski? Let's swing for 3 at Wazzy.
You got it. I'll do 3 back.
Yeah. Now 4 at Wazzy. It's range.
3 back. Oh, I'm gone.
3 with Bone Shanks to your hero.
Got it.
1 to your hero.
Got it.
Pay 4, pay 3. Poison water. It's going to be everything. It's probably a clever way that players do that. Just turn it, right? Shuffle anything back into your deck. It's going to be this one. And I'm going to draw 1 card.
All right.
But what I'm really doing is draw 1 card. Pay 3, draw 1.
You love to see it. You going first and having a better curve is definitely changing the shape of this.
And then I'll pay 4 for Cats and Blood.
Oh, get out of here.
5/3 Protector.
All right, mine?
That's right.
Take 2.
Can you stall hard enough?
Probably not. Draw a card. Yeah, that doesn't hurt. Let's put a card down. Pay 1. Heal 2. Ready here first.
It's like it's always happening.
Let's play old boss Treebender. Then we'll play another Wazuli. The best I got.
Boss and Zuli sitting in a tree.
Yep. And then I'll pass to you.
Okay, everything ready is draw. Interesting. All right, Morova. I'm gonna swing for 1 there.
All right, 2.
Old Blood Oath is gonna do a 5 for 3 exchange there.
You got it.
4 to you.
Yep.
3 to you.
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7.
See you, physics.
And then play a resource. And pay 3. Put an ally of 2 into play. Courtesy of Finkel Einhorn at your service.
Special delivery.
And I assume he has summoning sickness.
Yeah. Mine?
Everybody, yeah. I got the nukes. Yeah, physics is great. Thanks for joining us.
Let's play a Your Fortune Awaits You resource. Then I'll pay 3 to complete it. Draw a card.
You can, I believe, Etienne, I think you can complete quests during your opponent's turn. People were saying that was the right thing to do. I need to take 2 for those shadow words.
Yeah. I'll heal 2. Cards, man.
1. I may have an instant, though.
Play a Brig. Pay 3. Do 6 to you.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
With your special ability?
Yeah. Gotta at least make it a reasonable game. Pass.
All right, into your turn. Instant ability. I think I can do this. I'm going to do 5 to you with Nature's Majesty.
Oh, no. This game is over.
That's right.
I'm cooked like a summertime goose.
Yeah, I saw all the heat you got, and I was like, well, this is over. But it wasn't. I had the high ground. That's how my protector is it. So, swinging, man.
I'm
Swinging
out of here.
All right. It's quick. It gets there. Constructed would be super fun.
I think constructed.
Let's sit back and talk about this thing.
So it reminds me in weird ways of the Game of Thrones LCG.
It is weird.
All right. So the most prevalent way it reminds me of that is I feel like you have to play a significant number of card draw cards in your deck.
That's true.
Like you're going to have 10 to
It's a
15
lot
quests that probably filter and draw cards.
Yeah.
And most of the time,
Magic does some, I think you got to draw and filter. And all
yeah,
that.
like Pokemon, you have to find your energy. Like it just has to happen. So it has that quality about it, which is if you were playing in constructed environment and both players are running 10 to 15 draw cards, most games are both going to draw enough that it's not just like top deck city.
Yeah, definitely.
But there
Unless
will be
for some
games-
reason like you get the 15 quests on the bottom
there
of the deck.
will
or
be
whatever, yeah.
games where that happens, and that's just going to be a bummer. But it's probably not often enough to be like an ultimate issue.
Yeah.
Like even the design of the game, and I think this is a dangerous road during design time, is designing a rule set with a card pool in mind.
Okay.
So, and a lot of games do this and have done this, and more it's not happening, right? And it's only recent that I feel like this is an evolution that's happening. But it was like a core system was designed knowing there's going to be cards that draw you a lot of cards, instead of making the reality of card draw a part of the core system.
Right, yeah.
Where Spoiled's got that right, I think.
Yeah.
Which is like, well, you already have resources, and you can always, instead of building your board with stuff, use those same resources to ramp up the card draw you have and give yourself more options.
And then card draw in the game is just efficiency rather than necessity.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all that said, if you place this after Magic and before Spoils, it's the exact game I would expect it to be.
It's improving on a lot of the fundamentals.
Yeah.
Yeah. The quests are a big improvement. The combat system felt really good and nice. It's nice to have an actual hero on the board. And what it does add is it adds this really cool deck building system that we see now in Flesh and Blood, where like you're deciding what equipment to equip your hero with.
Yeah.
And certain equipment can only be used by certain heroes, certain hero types, classes, etc. So you have this pie of classes. You have all these different classes that you can play, and different equipment is going to make them play differently.
Sure.
So you can play a very Healy Shadow Priest. There's probably a staff that's like do shadow damage or find Shadow Word Pain from your deck.
Which is cool to start seeing that, right?
Yeah.
And then also thinking about, even though I wasn't looking for it at the time, it's thematic and also very valuable. But the fact that you can play raid versions of this game,
that's everything.
like build a character, you focus on your classes, and then all of a sudden it's our characters against whatever new things coming out.
Man,
There's so much
it's
potential
everything.
there.
Yeah, I do. I think that if you and I were to collect this game right now, I think that's almost exclusively what we would do.
Yeah.
And it would be so fun.
Yeah.
To just do that PvE.
And I totally understand it. I think that the main thing I would say about this design, it's great, especially for 2006. I feel like it's streamlined, it's quick, it's thematic.
It's closer to Magic than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I will say that. I thought it was going to be more dramatically about these like heroes using weapons and spinning around in weird ways. And the allies maybe not even existing. I didn't know anything about the game.
Yeah,
because when I think about my World of Warcraft experience, it's my hero fighting against other heroes. There's not like the allies and stuff I don't care about. They don't impact my game when I'm playing World of Warcraft.
So you almost expected more like, here's my hero, here's my weapon, here's my armor, here's the spells
and here's all the
casting.
attacks and spells that I'm casting. That's what I was anticipating the game to be like. So I'm surprised that it is more of that Magic, play creatures, attack your enemy kind of game.
But this also makes sense given that the next evolution of this is Hearthstone. In this universe, right?
Oh, it is,
Isn't that who that's made by?
Yeah, it's Blizzard.
So it's Blizzard instead of Magic, right?
Huh.
And because Hearthstone has the same, instead of actually putting cards face down in quests, you basically, I think, just get an extra resource every turn.
I have never played.
So I think it's turn 7, you just have 7 resources.
Yeah.
Just straight up. That's just how that works.
Yeah.
I played that like twice, but thinking about it, it feels like something that is the cousin of Magic in this.
Yeah.
Is where Hearthstone ended
Yeah,
up.
Matt Garris, hey Matt, it's good to see you. See you in the chat.
Matt, hope you're doing well,
Hearthstone stole a lot of mechanics.
And they share a bunch of art.
Yeah, okay.
that makes total sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
And the thing Hearthstone leans into, which makes sense, is all of those static boosting effects that are a pain to manage in person. Which I didn't see any here, but in Hearthstone, they lean into that, right? It's like, oh, a character gives +2 to all my orcs. You don't ever have to, it's just on the table.
The engine does it for you, which is nice, Super cool, man. So my biggest surprise takeaway from the stream is that this is not a dueling game. This is a play creatures game, which I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, it really is.
And it's also, it's the kind of game where you have to design a deck around a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 curve, or you have to find ways to ramp up to 5 or 6 really quick. Pretty standard.
Yeah.
And I think in the deck building side of it is when the game would really come to life, like so many of these construction games do, But I really like that you have some limitations that we're starting to see where only druids can play certain cards, and so it makes the classes feel quite a bit different.
And they were right there on the doorstep of the like armor, character specific stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's there. It's just you have to draw into it, and then it's not as relevant as like the weapons and equipment and flesh and blood.
Yeah.
But I also like in the context of CCGs, the recognition of I get the almost like marketing prompt or the product prompt of this, which is like, let's fix some of the problems. Let's put this IP that's massive on it, and let's release a game that is very easy to learn how to play. And anyone that plays Magic might be interested, and then anyone that doesn't play might also be interested because of WoW.
Well, and the other thing from Torian here in the chat saying they did have loot cards in the boosters that got you stuff in World of Warcraft, the video game.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that also passively as well. I think I may have cashed some of those in for me.
That's crazy.
From our singles. And Matt Garrett, again, saying in the chat that apparently Tim Batau, first world champion, had no allies and was all a warrior with tons of weapons and armor and
really
stuff.
Cool.
So, we haven't seen the breadth or the depth of this game. So anybody watching it that's saying like, there was so much to this, obviously we don't discover it here in the starters. But just looking at how the base system functions, I think it does a fine job, and it's so Blizzard because it's just like, it's lizard brain simple. You know what I mean? Like, we play the cards, untap it. It's like you don't have to relearn things. It's basically the card game that you've always known. Yeah. A little bit dressed up in World of Warcraft on top of it.
And I think, not remembering it now, it is ingenious in a certain way, but obviously it didn't go on forever. But having those things you can earn in the WoW game from the cards is a really smart way to take millions of players and maybe turn them into TCG players.
Yeah, totally. And I wonder, probably some people watching may have been your journey, right? Where you were a World of Warcraft player and you were like, oh, what's this? And then all of a sudden here you are, what, 10 years later, 15 years later? Pretty cool how that works.
Yeah, pretty wild. Well, hey, this was a good time.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. It's a good one. This is I would place it in the evolution, starting with Magic, not really ending in Hearthstone, but what's the perfection? Spoils is the best, I'd say, physical version of this resource system.
The system, yeah.
But Hearthstone probably is the ultimate reality of where this kind of game ended up. If we think about the grand scheme of the development, it's like it goes to digital Hearthstone.
Yeah, that's the end game for it. Yeah,
but really, I love it. Really I could see how this would have taken over my life, being a Warcraft fan.
And I think if I was into World of Warcraft specifically, I absolutely could see this is a great, you can't ask for really more out of that IP.
It's got everything. In the art. It's got the art.
Yeah.
I love that kind of art. Thank you. Hey, thanks for being here. Take care, everybody. Have a great Thursday evening or whenever you're watching this. We appreciate you.